George from the US is asking, will the entire mankind attain and achieve true happiness one day, or mankind is doomed to always be in the pursuit of happiness? Is this part of God's plan or will it continue like this?
This is like asking me, will all the tree flower at the same time, one at once? No. Some trees will keep growing, some trees would have finished its lifetime. Will all the people be at the same level at every place? No. There is winter somewhere and there is summer somewhere. There is spring somewhere and there is fall somewhere else in the world. Isn't it? If you ask me in one time, will everybody be happy? That situation appears to be far-fetched. Yes, but happiness has never left any one life untouched. Some time, at some point of life, everybody will be happy, got to be happy, and they are happy. And the length of it and the timing, that depends on what is called karma. And karma and vivek means understanding. If there is understanding, you overcome karma. There is no understanding, you are bound by the karma.
Shelja is asking, Guruji, you have spoken about dealing with jealousy at the individual level. Envy and jealousy have caused so many deaths, such as Kauravas envied Pandavas, Tamils in Sri Lanka and Jews were envied. What can be done to counter envy in the masses?
Remove ignorance, misunderstanding. Make everyone realize we are part of one human society, one humanity. We are part of one humanity. This understanding must dawn. This is real education. If this education happens, the sense of belongingness grows. There is no that people, blame each other or get envious of each other. Broader vision is the only answer.
Gurudev, in the Shiv Sutras, it is said that the letters are the repository of knowledge, and today economists say that the real wealth is in the intellectual property. Could you speak about the importance of literacy in both the material and the spiritual quest?
Your answer is hidden in your very question. When there is quest, there is knowledge. Knowledge just comes behind the quest. And having the quest is natural to humans. If it's not there, then that humanness is sleeping in. The human being is sleeping. An awake human being will move towards, will always have quest and will pursue the pursuit of knowledge. Will be in the pursuit of knowledge.
Arvind is asking, is there a scientific explanation for the reputed materializations of vibhuti, the holy ash, and other small objects such as rings, necklaces, which many saints have been doing?
I would say don't give too much importance to these small material things. The ashes were a symbol or a reminder, because here in India, people always cremate the bodies. That is the final product that is left of our physical mass. The ashes are a symbol or reminder to you that this skin, this bone, this body going to turn into this sort of, will get into this state one day in the future. So that reminder at once help someone to get out of all the worries and miseries and small-mindedness. Oh, anyway, this skin is going to become this. So you become free. That is one reason. And faith. If you have faith in it, if you have considered an ash holy, it becomes holy to you. Your attention gives power to it. Honoring it gives power to you. Power to that ashes. And of course, when it is done with some mantras and chantings and created from the Vedic Agama tradition, it definitely has more vibrations of positivity, positive vibrations or whatever. But this has to be substantiated and someone have to do research on that. How different it is, the holy ashes from the havan or the yagyas, or burn a coconut and get coconut shell and get some ash and compare them. If there is any difference, and this is still open to research.
Guruji, I see you taking care of everyone. You care about the nations, managing world affairs, and at the same time getting into micro details of everything. Feeding the elephants, taking care of the plants. Please tell us how to toggle between micro and macro effortlessly.
That's the key. You have said it. Be effortless. Let life flow. And when you are in the present moment, it is all, it's possible.
Gurudev, today education seems to be geared towards information gathering. As an educator, what aspects should I emphasize to deliver proper education?
Building of the personality. Education is not just stuffing information into brain. It's all about expression of life. It's all about communication. It's all about learning to manage one's own emotions and putting forth the creativity in a way, in such a way that people understand that and make use of it. So all these aspects are part of education, not just stuffing information into your.
Richa from Gurgaon is asking, Dear Guru, I get confused. What path to take? Should I forgive and forget or fight if injustice is happening? Please help.
Both. Sometimes you need to forgive and forget. Sometimes you have to put your foot and stand up and take action. Fight against injustice. Life is a combination of both. You can't say, oh, I'm always just letting go. No. I will always forgive and forget. No. You forgive, but take action. You should have the combination. Because forgiveness is for your benefit, so that your mind is in the present. But taking action is essential, so that such injustice do not reoccur. Yeah.
Puttu Asti from Indonesia is asking, until now, God I thought was my father or my best friend. Can I position God as my baby? Because I want to stop demanding from God now. What is my true relationship with God, Guruji?
Yeah, you can express your feeling in multiple ways and multiple dimensions. Nothing can stop you from doing it. God can be your beloved, it could be your child. And this is what the Puranas have always said, Yashoda loved Krishna as her son. Radha loved her as a beloved, loved him as beloved. And Arjuna looked up to him as a friend and philosopher. Like the different, any mode or colors, love easily can be expressed. Love for God can be expressed in any modes or any colors. And all are welcome. In this country, it's very prevalent that when children are born, the children are considered gods. Kids are gods. Parents are gods. Guest is a god. Guest is God. God comes in the form of guest. Atiti Devo Bhava. As teachers are God. So, see God in everything. In trees, in birds, in trees, in cows, in elephants, in rivers, in mountains. Slowly extend that godliness in everything, Consider the nature is God. That like the nature is compared to the body of God. Prakriti Leena Sapparas. The God is present in the creation. God is present in every particle of this creation. So honoring environment, honoring nature is also worshipping God. In fact, honoring nature is the best form of worshipping God.
Jai Gurudev. Guruji, I am in a relationship with a person of the same sex. Is it wrong? There is a factor of guilt that the society induces. I like the other person.
Well, there is a big debate about this these days, last couple of days. In India, it's been now declared as a criminal act, which I think it's not right, It's a preference of people. Every individual is made up of both mother and father. When you are a boy and your mother element in you or the mother's aspect in you enhances or starts functioning, you have a different tendencies. And if a father's element in you starts acting much more, then you have a different tendency. So the male and female tendencies is present in everybody, irrespective of their physical structure, physical gender. If irrespective of your gender, you have both tendencies of male and female. Sometimes one is active, sometimes the other is active. I have seen people who are married, who have children, and at some point of time, they never thought this tendency would come up in them, and they get so shaken, they get so afraid, and they wonder what is happening, it's going crazy. They start feeling guilt and feeling angry because they never thought that they could get these tendencies. Similarly, there are people who label themselves as lesbian and gay. After some time, they get attracted to the opposite sex. They also feel guilty. So I would say you just understand your human life. You have the gross body, subtle body, and causal body. The gross and subtle body has gender, but not the causal body. So instead of labeling yourself as I'm straight, I'm gay, or I'm lesbian and all these things, You should identify yourself as a glow light. And when these tendencies come, you know that these tendencies are temporary, they come and they go. So why do you have to label yourself as according to your tendencies which arise temporarily and make yourself miserable and guilty and all that? Lift your eye up and see you are the sparkling light of divinity. You are love yourself. You are love, you are light, you are wisdom, you are the infinite consciousness, not just a mass of amino acid, carbohydrates and proteins. If you think you are just a lump of flesh and blood, then you will feel miserable. There is no satisfaction, there is no contentment, there is no joy. You need to realize who you really are. You are a fountain of love. You are a fountain of pure energy. When this realization comes in you, life assumes a bigger dimension, a true dimension. In its true nature, it's a true dimension. Life assumes a true dimension. That's what the whole universe is made up of. So realize who you are rather than labeling yourself and becoming miserable. Got it?